People know that whenever you're doing this type of work, sanding takes off some paint, compounding takes off some paint, polishing takes off a little paint, and that's why you need some paint to work with. You shouldn't be sanding factory finishes. So I kind of wanted to nail that one in the very first place. Now, the next thing I want to talk about as far as orange peel is, what is orange peel? Well, simply put, it's the texture, the surface texture of paint after it's sprayed and dried, and it has the appearance of the peel on an orange. And so it's basically divots, it's high points and divots in a circular pattern on an orange, but on a car it's over the entire plane of the entire surface. And using my whiteboard back here, another way to explain orange peel is it's kind of like hills and valleys. Okay, so the paint, you're looking at this from a horizontal point of view, and you have high points and low points, and then when you look into the paint job, it doesn't reflect your image clearly because it's all marbled or warbled. You know, it's mottled. And a lot of people, they buy a brand new car, especially guys that buy like Corvettes, and one of the biggest complaints is, wow, I really love the car, but look at all the orange peel. And of course, sometimes these guys say, hey, well, we can sand it, and they meet a guy like me that pulls out a Post-it note and says, no, the factory clear on your Corvette is the Post-it note. And even the best detailers in the world, if they sand it, buff it, and polish it, the chances of going through the clear are really great. And even if they don't, keep this in mind. Even if someone sands down a factory finish, compounds it and polishes it and ceramic coats it, they've left that clear coat so thin that exposed to the outdoor weather, both rain and sun, that clear coat's going to give up prematurely. You're going to get clear coat failure. So again, another reason you really shouldn't be sanding factory paint. So the reason people would sand their paint job on their car to remove the orange peel is to take this hills and valley surface texture and flatten it out, get it completely flat. And the flatter you get it, you maximize what's called DOI. So let me just write that down. So DOI, that stands for distinction of image. So a mirror, if you get up in the morning and shave, or ladies, you're putting your makeup on, you're looking into a mirror is 100% DOI. It reflects your image back at you perfectly. And the idea behind why you would sand a car down that has orange peel is because via the sanding process, whether it's by hand, by machine, whether it's wet or it's dry, you're going to start taking all the paint off on the high points until you lower the highest portion of the paint to the lowest portion of the paint, and you end up with a very flat surface. So then the paint is very flat, and look more like, from a horizontal point of view, completely flat. Then when you compound it, pull your sanding marks out and polish it, restore clarity and gloss, now when you look into it, it's like a mirror. So you've heard of the term a mirror finish, a show car finish. And that's why we sand paint. So orange peel is an irregular surface texture that after the paint has been sprayed and dried, it doesn't dry completely flat. The reason we sand is to flatten it out to get that mirror image, because back to the guy that restored a 69 Chevelle or any car that someone fixes up, usually the purpose is to make it look good. We want it to look good. We got new chrome trim, new chrome bumpers, new glass, new engine, and the paint has been sanded and buffed and now has a show car shine.